Chelsea injury news, N'Golo Kante, Christian Pulisic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek updates ahead of Aston Villa test. Chelsea will be hoping to continue their fine start to the season when Premier League football resumes after the international break. A 1-1 draw with Liverpool at Anfield meant that the Blues had picked up 7 points from a possible 9 in their opening 3 games, a record that they'll be keen to add to when they take on Aston Villa next weekend. Here's the latest injury news to come from Stamford Bridge. N'Golo Kante, the Chelsea midfielder, suffered an injury setback while on international duty with France after being sent home with a recurrence of the ankle injury that he picked up over the summer. Kante started the game against Liverpool last weekend but was forced off with the problem, which was originally picked up during the UEFA Super Cup clash with Villarreal. As a result, he's a doubt for the clash with Aston Villa next weekend. Christian Pulisic, the American winger, should be in contention for the visit of Aston Villa next Saturday. Pulisic had missed the matches against Arsenal and Liverpool after testing positive for COVID-19 ahead of the trip to the Emirates Stadium. However, after completing his 10-day self-isolation, he should be available for the clash at Stamford Bridge on Saturday, September 11th. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the English midfielder, is also expected to be in contention for the clash with Aston Villa. Loftus-Cheek had tested positive for COVID-19 and was undertaking his 10-day self-isolation, which has kept him out of action in recent weeks. However, with the addition of Saul Niguez, it remains to be seen whether the 25-year-old will feature in Thomas Tuchel's squad. Napoli defender Kalidou Koulibaly is on Chelsea's transfer radar. Football London says Chelsea could turn their attention to signing Koulibaly after missing out on Jules Koundé. European champions Chelsea failed with their attempts to bring Kanté to Stamford Bridge from Sevilla this summer, but Thomas Tuchel remains keen to bring in defensive reinforcements. It's claimed Senegal international Koulibaly will be targeted by Chelsea when the January transfer window opens. For the moment, Koulibaly is a key part of new Napoli coach Luciano Spalletti's plans. Kalidou Koulibaly's contract will be expired until the summer of 2023. He moved to Napoli in 2014 after signing a 5-year contract, for a fee around £6.5 million. He extended his deal in September of 2018. Chelsea offered Ruben Loftus-Cheek to West Ham on transfer deadline day. Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea offered England international Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Premier League rivals West Ham on transfer deadline day, according to reports. Loftus-Cheek has made 82 appearances for Chelsea's first team since graduating from the academy in 2015, scoring 12 goals and bagging a Premier League and Europa League winners' medal. Despite being a highly rated midfielder, Loftus-Cheek has only reached double figures for appearances in 2 seasons at Stamford Bridge, while he has spent 2 of the last 4 campaigns out on loan. The 25-year-old impressed at Crystal Palace during the 2017-18 season, before spending the 2020-21 campaign on loan at relegated Fulham. Chelsea were willing to offload Loftus-Cheek for this season as well and offered him to London rivals West Ham on deadline day, according to TalkSport. West Ham, who signed Kurt Zouma from Chelsea last week, were not interested in Loftus-Cheek and instead signed Alex Kral on a season-long loan from Spartak Moscow. Therefore, Loftus-Cheek has to stay at Chelsea to fight his place in the first team, and Thomas Tuchel will give him a chance to play in the less competitions like Carabao Cup and FA Cup in this season. Germany coach Hansi Flick holds talks with Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel over Kai Havertz. Germany boss Hansi Flick has reached out to Chelsea counterpart Thomas Tuchel to discuss Kai Havertz's best position, as both managers continue to use him in a variety of roles. Since moving to Stamford Bridge from Bayer Leverkusen last summer, the 22-year-old has lined up in a host of different positions, including a more box-to-box midfield role and even as a false number 9. He has looked most effective as one of 2 number 10s playing behind a lone frontman in Tuchel's 3-4-2-1 and lined up there in his last outing for Chelsea behind Romelu Lukaku. New Germany boss Flick is also still trying to establish where Havertz is at his most effective and has revealed that he spoke to Tuchel about how best to utilize the attacking midfielder. "I do believe that Kai can play in the center," Flick told Sport Bild. "I exchanged ideas with Thomas Tuchel. I can well imagine that he can also play in the center. Havertz lined up as a central attacking midfielder in a 4-2-3-1 formation in Germany's 2-0 win over Liechtenstein on Thursday evening. Speaking about his young playmaker, Tuchel himself said, "In my opinion, his best position is between the 9 and the 10 and have the freedom to drop and move fluid between the two positions. I like to have him in high positions, I don't want to have him behind the ball, and he feels comfortable in between the lines and in narrow pockets." Even Havertz is not entirely sure of his best position, telling the club's website last season, "I play somewhere up front, number 9, number 10, something in between, to be honest, I don't know 100%. Havertz netted in last weekend's 1-1 draw away to Liverpool but was sacrificed at half-time when Chelsea were reduced to 10 men, while he netted 4 goals and laid on 3 assists in 27 Premier League appearances in his maiden campaign with the West Londoners, also netting the winning goal in the Champions League final. Tiemoue Bakayoko voices his desire to extend stay at AC Milan beyond loan spell. Tiemoue Bakayoko does not want to return Chelsea and his desire to stay at San Siro beyond this 2-season-long loan spell. The French midfield man made the move to AC Milan in the final days of this summer's transfer window, with Bakayoko not a part of Thomas Tuchel's first-team plans at Chelsea. AC Milan had been back to land the former Monaco man all summer, with the player himself keen on a return to the Serie A heavyweights for whom he had starred during the 2018-19 campaign while on loan from his parent club. Reports from Goal have quoted Bakayoko's statements in which the midfielder has expressed his determination to perform exceptionally well for the Italians and win trophies. The 27-year-old also added that he felt at home while playing for the Rossoneri and hoped he would continue to do so even after the conclusion of his loan agreement, which runs until the summer of 2023. "I hope to stay here even after these 2 years on loan. Everyone knows how attached I am to this club, that I consider my home. When you are at Milan you must always aim to the maximum. I will give my all to win as many trophies as possible. At this point in my career I need stability after all these loans, so I hope to stay at Milan for a long time. I will do everything possible to make that happen."